Well, welcome to Pop Palace. My name
Thank
is
you.
Jack. I am the host. We are so excited to have you.
Oh,
One thing
thank
we
you for
like to
having me.
do, yes, of course, we like to have our guests introduce themselves and tell us one of your earliest memories you have related to music.
Okay, cute. What's up? My name is Disco Shrine. One of the earliest memories I have in music is I was young and I have an older sister and I think she was in high school or college at the time and I was like, I don't know, I must have been like 8 or something.
Hmm.
And Confessions on a Dance Floor. Madonna was touring that album. And I remember my sister was like, she was like a broke, like high school or college kid,
Hmm.
basically, and she could only afford 2 tickets. And me and my other sister basically had to do like rock, paper, scissors on who would get to go with
Yeah.
our sister to see Madonna. And I won.
Oh
And
my
so
God.
I know. And I remember that was like my first concert I had ever been to. And it was just like me, my older sister, and a sea of gays and Madonna.
I'm so shook.
Yeah. And I feel like I always think of that as sort of my like canon event. Like that was sort of my
Hmm.
like, oh my God, like I'm obsessed. Like the energy is insane. And yeah.
Having like that be your like first intro into like the pop world, like showing up to confessions is like so unreal. I'm literally wearing my new Madonna shirt today.
Oh my God.
Like
I
she
love
is my
it.
queen, my idol. Like
I
I can't
love her
imagine.
so
Was that like life changing for you?
I really think it was. And I think after the fact too. But that being my, like, after the fact and like growing as an artist, like looking back at it too. But I think, yeah, being an 8 year old and that being your first like concert was insane. Like, I just remember being like, I have never experienced anything like this. Like the energy is insane in the room, and I remember it like pretty well, which is
Hmm.
crazy. But like I do remember, like I remember she had the cross and she was hanging on the cross, and I just remember being fabulous.
That is like so iconic. I
Yeah.
still watch. There's like this video from her coming out of the disco ball and she's dancing so hard and I'm like it just shows how iconic she is. I love that.
I know,
So,
I know.
are you ready for Confessions on a Dance Floor Part 2 coming soon? Have you heard?
I am not ready for it, but I am so ready for it.
Yeah, same.
Like I have been ready for it for a long time, but I'm just
Hmm.
so excited. And also, I just love Madonna so much. Like, yeah, Madonna is
Literally.
amazing. And that album specifically, I feel like that's always my anchor. Like, whenever I'm making music, I'm like, that's just always an inspiration that comes up.
Hmm.
So, I don't know. Hopefully, she kills it.
Yeah, I can't
There's a
wait.
lot of
Literally,
pressure. No pressure, Madonna.
right? She could do anything and I'd be like fully obsessed.
I know. I'm kind of the same way too.
I'm like, anytime she posts Instagram story, I'm like, oh my god, freaking out, sending it to everybody. And it's literally just like a picture of her sitting down.
She's our pop star queen, queen of the pop.
Right? Yeah. So you've described your new single, Heart Eyes, as a love struck daydream for the digital age. So
Yeah.
since you play often with different alter egos from Persian Barbie to more recent Disco Daddy, how does this
Yeah.
song bridge those two worlds together?
Yeah. Oh, I love that. So these kind of feel like brother sister tracks to
Hmm.
me. Maybe not to anyone else, but like for me, I kind of wrote them around the same time. And I worked with Brando, who's a friend of mine and fellow collaborator on both of them. And I think it's so funny that we just talked about Madonna because both of these songs to me come from the Madonna world,
Hmm.
specifically Confessions on a Dance Floor.
Yeah.
Like it was just sort of like the inspo was like, we just came out of the pandemic and
Hmm.
I wanted to make music that would make people feel good.
Yeah.
And Disco Daddy was like just this title that I always had in my notes app. And it was always something I wanted to explore. And it was like really fun for me because like I feel like the pandemic took so much of our power away
Hmm.
in the sense of like we could all just do what we had to do to survive. And and adapt. But I feel like coming out of it musically, I felt so like rebellious towards that. Like I'm gonna do whatever I want. Like I like just this like sense of like urgency and agency. And so Disco Daddy like kind of became born out of that. And Disco Daddy to me is like you can reclaim who you are, what you want to do in life, the who you surround yourself with, the direction, the like that inner self that you want to be. And for me, that's Disco Daddy. So like daddy to me is like whenever I want to like feel empowered, like, yes, I'm daddy.
Yeah,
And then Hard
100%.
Eyes, yeah. And Hard Eyes is sort of a piece of that, but the more vulnerable piece of that. Not the like, I'm daddy, period. More like
Mhm.
I'm daddy, but I also love to cuddle sometimes too.
Yeah.
So Hard Eyes is like more vulnerable. It's like a more vulnerable take on that like dance vibe. And it's funny because like actually like I'm not the best at being extremely like lovey-dovey vulnerable when it
Mhm.
comes to music. So to me this is like a love song, but like also like high key the lyrics are just like when I'm with you I get hard eyes. Which is like really like silly and surface level, but I think like I always love to add like elements of playfulness. So I think this is like a little bit of going away from Disco Daddy, but like still has that heart and that essence. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like you can like feel that story throughout like the vibes of the music. When you're writing the song, were you in like do you like picture yourself like I don't know. Sometimes when I'm doing something and I like envision like my alter ego, I'm like really feeling
Yeah.
it and like I dress like how I feel like they would feel. Do you do
Yeah.
that? Do you like kind of like not play dress up, but almost play dress up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love dress up. I've like always played dress up. Like I
Mhm.
was I was the girl in middle school that would show up with like my mom's old like denim bag with like
Mhm.
patches on it that she thrifted like in the 80s. And
Yeah.
like I loved rummaging through my mom's closet. And so I think clothes and like visual aspect is like so important to me in my
Mhm.
music. And even when I'm making music, I feel like the visual always comes like right away. Like for
Yeah.
me, like Hard Eyes was always going to be this like pink and blue digital world, if that makes sense. And like
Mhm.
Disco Daddy always felt really blue, and like Legally Blonde felt like yellow and black. Like, like I just like immediately like the visuals and the ideas come to me as I'm writing the music.
Mhm.
And but also sometimes the visuals come first. Like sometimes
Okay.
I'll like come across like a phrase or a sentence, or I'll come across something that I think like looks cool, and then I'm like, ooh, like high key, like I want to write a song that like can like take me into that world where I can explore that visual world,
Mhm.
or like or like ooh, the visual of those words sound like feel so cool. Like it'd be cool to make a song around those visuals. So I think it's very like copacetic in a lot of ways. Also, sorry, I'm like, I don't know if I'm answering all your questions. I
Oh,
think I'm
no,
just
you're doing
deviating.
perfect. Literally whatever
I
you
mean,
wanna say,
so
like,
like
it's
just like
so
stop
yeah.
me if I ever am like going off board.
No, I love it. It's so amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, when you're so you, like, visualize, like, specific colors that kind of, like, go with the song or, like, a vibe of the song. Do you picture like, for me, I like to associate, like, a smell with it. Do you have, like, a
Yeah.
smell that you would associate with, like, Disco Daddy or, like, Illegally Blonde? Like, to me I think of Illegally Blonde as like, have you ever smelled? It's supposed to smell like sunscreen, but it's like coconut and like very like. It reminds me
Oh
of
yeah,
like,
what is that called? Banana Rama or something?
yeah, that's like how what I picture.
Wait, I love that. That is so funny that you say that. Okay, two things that you said are really funny because I just went to a scent bar with my
Oh,
friend, and when
cute.
we got in there, this person was like one of the coworkers there or people working there was like, "Yeah, feel free to smell anything you want in the store." And I just remember thinking like, I don't think anyone's ever said that to me before. Like,
That's
what
so
a weird
funny.
thing to say to someone? And so
Hmm.
that's funny that you just asked about scent because I never actually really think about scent a lot, but I have been in the last like 2 days. And to be really, really honest with you, I don't.
No,
I
that's
don't
okay.
really think about scent, but I think it's because also I had to get surgery because I had like sinus issues and stuff. So
Okay.
for a while I lost my scent.
Oh my gosh.
And scent is not my strong suit, to be honest with you. Like I think like of all the senses, scent is like my least like
Hmm.
strong suit. But I also think that like scent for me, like you only like I only remember smells that like deeply disturb me.
Oh yeah.
So in a lot of ways, I'm like, I don't need scent in my life. But also, it's funny that you say illegally blonde. It reminds me of like sort of that suntan lotion vibe
Hmm.
because this will make more sense later. And like, I may be like sort of like leaving a little Easter egg here about
Okay.
future music. But I wrote a song that I have coming out that I think is like the sister song to Illegally Blonde.
OMG.
And like the fact that you said like, sunscreen scent and stuff, like you're like on point.
Wait, I'm so excited. I can't wait. Have
Yay!
you ever smelled like the smell of like someone after they get a spray tan?
Yes.
That's like the scent I
Okay.
was picturing. Like I went to high school. I used to have to like okay, so I was like the gay with all the girlfriends. And so I would drive them to
Yeah.
their tanning appointments and wait outside and they would get in my car and then it would smell just like coconut and spray tans.
Wait, okay, I love that smell. And I know I just like totally bashed on smells, but I love that smell. Like that's my favorite smell probably.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we
Like
love a
if you
good
had
spray tan, and
mhm.
that's funny that you like spray tans because you were just talking about like identity and wearing like your identity, and I feel
Yeah.
like a spray tan is exactly like clothes, like it's like
Mhm.
wearing your mask and like it makes you feel hot and sexy, and it's like an alter ego kind of.
Yeah, and I always felt like it was poetic that I mean, I'm probably looking too deep into it, but like you can't cry after getting a spray tan or like mess it up. And I'm like, something about that is always like stuck with me. I'm like, I can't. That's like so. It's
Yeah,
like
no, I
something.
love that because quite literally getting a spray tan, you can't cry. You have to be tough. You have to
Mm-hmm.
tough it out,
Literally.
otherwise you'll ruin your face.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. Yay. We love spray tans.
Love a
Yeah.
spray tan. So Heart Eyes has like an inspiration from like the emoji. Would you
Yeah.
say that the heart eye emoji is your most used emoji, or what emoji do you find yourself using the most?
Okay, I do love the heart eye emoji. I am not gonna
Hmm.
lie. I just think it's so like extra and like ridiculous and cute. And I love
Yeah.
using it like when you shouldn't use it. Like if someone like
Hmm.
does something shady or if like someone, like I love like using it as like the opposite of what it's meant to be used for.
Yeah.
But I love the heart eye emoji. I love the like kissy heart emoji, like
Hmm.
the like different hearts. I love the pink hearts and I love the stars. Yeah, I'm
Cute.
a star girl. Yeah, and I love the like I love the blonde girl who does her hand
Uh-huh.
movements.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. I always like I'm wondering because like I use the like crying face emoji for everything. And I feel like
Yeah.
everyone has like that one emoji they just like usually go for it.
Relate to. I do love me a good heart eye emoji. Yes.
So you recently opened up for the iconic Solita. What was that experience like? And
Yeah.
how do you kind of prepare to get on stage and perform live?
Yeah. So Zolita, she's really awesome. And I've known her for years because we both played Billy Ball together, which if you don't know, that was the like sort of charity showcase that Charlie XCX threw back in 2018, and it was for one of her fans, Billy. And so we met back then and it was really cool, and we've kind of just stayed in touch, and now she's throwing a bunch of cool parties all over LA. And so I performed at that and I loved it because Zolita's like community is so sweet. It's all like the most amazing, talented, like loving, like queer community and so supportive and sweet. And I just feel like whenever like I love performing for her community because
Hmm.
so supportive of like people and they're just good hype hype girls.
Yeah.
Like, they're all just hype girls. Like I was playing a few of my songs, and like immediately I was like I heard like woo, and then like Zolita's like coming on stage and Bex is coming on stage, and we're all like dancing together, and it just feels like community. And I feel like it's just nice to have places that you can go to that don't feel like these like stale like proper like
Yeah.
shows, or like stale like like we have opener this that, or like parties where even it's like kind of like odd vibes, or you're like
Mhm.
all the like straight guys are in the
Yeah.
back like looking to like hawks like kind of like getting in. Like it feels like
No, literally.
this community is not like that. It's just like safe, like fun, and like back like it feels like it's back like to like 2016, you know?
Amazing. Are you just like when you're on stage, are you just like having a blast? Is it like super fun? Or do you
Yeah.
still feel like a little bit of like you're at work?
I think that there are some DJ gigs where I feel like I'm at work for
Mm-hmm.
sure, but also those usually pay the best. So also we
Fair.
love that.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like I like love performing. Like I live
Yeah.
for that. Like I yeah, like that is like my number one. And like when I make music, it's all about what is this going to translate like live,
Mm-hmm.
and like how can I make this more fun for people in the audience? Like I feel like that's always something I'm thinking about when I'm making music. Like I'm always like no crazy slow bridges. Let's just get back
Right.
to the chorus, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
No, your music is like made to move. Like you're like it's so fun. Like you're having a party, even if you're by yourself.
Yay! That's what I
Mm-hmm.
want, because I just want people to feel good. And so I feel like I love performing, and like even though there are nerves there, because I do
Mm-hmm.
take it seriously, and it is scary having like a
Yeah.
bunch of people look at you. And also I am the most clumsy girl ever. So like I have almost like died and like eaten like, oh, I don't know if I'm still allowed to
You can
cuss on the
cuss. Yeah.
podcast. Okay. But yeah, like I've almost like eaten shit like a million times on stage. So it is always like I'm always like, please God, I pray that I don't fall and break my leg.
Yeah.
Or I pray that my pants don't rip as I twerk.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, it's worth it. And at the end, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I feed off of like energy and stuff. So, yeah.
With like the show being so much energy and you're like pouring your whole self out while you're performing, does it take like a little bit of time to like calm down for the night afterwards to like go to bed? Because I feel
Yeah,
like I wouldn't be able to go to bed until like the next morning.
I know. Yeah, honestly. But that's like DJ life. And I realize I signed up for that, like, because
Yeah.
you're going home. It's like maybe like, if you're ending at 2 a.m., you're going home maybe at the hotel by like 3 a.m. or like 3:30, and then you are like super hyped up. It's just the
Mm-hmm.
adrenaline. The adrenaline takes forever to come down. But because I've gone on tour a lot, I have a little like plan that I do that has like seemingly worked.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just like get back to the hotel, and then as I'm like showering the sweat off, I'll take melatonin gummies,
Mm-hmm.
and then I get tired. So then I
Oh.
fall asleep. Yeah, so the melatonin gummies help. So I highly recommend for any touring artist.
Whenever you're like not on tour and you're say you've been like at home for like a hot minute, do you feel like anxious and angsty to like get back out there and tour? Or is
Yeah.
it nice to like kind of have a break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes to both. Yeah, I think like getting back from tour, because I just did a month-long tour with Matt Bennett in October,
Mm-hmm.
and that was in Europe, and that was my first time ever doing like a tour like that in Europe, and I'm not gonna lie, it kicked my ass. I got so sick. I like lost my voice for the last show. And the
Oh
last show
no.
was in Belgium, and it was in Antwerp, and it was an arena show. Like the one of the biggest venues I've ever played. It was an
Mm-hmm.
arena, and I lost my
Oh my
voice.
gosh, that's
So
devastating.
I know it was pretty devastating, but it's okay. Like I got to play like Paris and Germany and like the UK.
Mhm.
It was like really amazing, and I think that like even though touring is hard, you have to take care of your health. You barely get any sleep, and you don't really get to see a lot of the cities a lot of the time
Yeah.
either. It's like so worth it. You meet so many people, like the energy you get from the audience, and like you meet people that love music as much as
Mm-hmm.
you do, which is cool. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes I think I was really lucky and blessed to do a Europe tour because sometimes in America, like audience members can be a little bit more shy. But it seems like in Europe, they don't get a lot of artists in
Mm-hmm.
general. So when they do, they're like over the moon, ready to party, ready to go crazy. Like specifically in the UK, they are ready to party.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, like give me all that energy. So I think like that makes it worth it at the end of the day. Like you'll come back and you'll have a crash. Like I will like crash usually,
Mm-hmm.
but then you need that break. Like you need it. But then
Yeah.
also like after like a month, I'm like, take me back.
You're like, I'm ready.
Yeah. I know I'm wearing my Paris shirt
That's
today.
so cute. I love
In
that.
Paris. Yeah, in Paris they called me because disco daddy in French is disco papa.
Cute. That's so cute.
After the show, everyone was like, disco papa. And I was like, oh, merci beaucoup.
That is so cute. Whenever
Yeah.
you're like in a different city, do the like can you tell that like there's a different vibe per like region you're in?
Uh-huh. Yeah, for sure. Like, basically, like, yeah, 100%. But also, it helps when also like in Europe, like it's different languages.
Oh yeah.
Different vibes. It's like different languages. So
Mhm.
it's funny when you hear them sing along to certain songs because they'll have like cute little accents in the way that they
Uh-huh.
say things. And it's really cute. I think it's fun. I think it's really cool to see different vibes. And even in America, there's different vibes. Like I've noticed anytime I play in Arizona, like I think Arizona is the UK of America in the sense that like they love to party.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, Arizona goes off, and then some places you just need to like warm them up a little bit
Yeah.
more. Like, they'll get there, but like,
Mhm.
it just takes a little bit more effort on my part, which I'm up for the challenge. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't want to jump. Like, by the end of my set, I'm gonna make you jump.
Exactly. I love that. Have
Yeah.
you ever made it to Oklahoma City?
No, I haven't. Is that where you're from?
Mhm. I'm in Oklahoma City. Yes.
No, I want to go to Oklahoma. Okay, what is the
Yeah.
music vibe in Oklahoma City?
Okay, so we have low key, we have a lot of like queer people and gay people that love like they love like a DJ dance, like anything that we can do to like have fun that's not related to country music. Everyone's down.
I love that. Oh, that's
Yeah.
fun. I have
Hmm.
to go there. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna write it down as like
No,
a place.
literally, I'll be there. I'll tell everybody and their mom to come.
Yay! Hey. Yes, I'll get you on the Disco BB's VIP.
Period. I'll dress all shiny rhinestones. I'll wear my
Yeah,
Madonna. I have a confession shirt I'll wear for you.
you too. Oh my God. That would make me
Yes.
so happy. I know I do actually talking about Madonna. I could talk about Madonna for like a million hours,
No,
by the way.
same.
But something that I did for because I played the Roxy for Pride in
Mhm.
LA last June. Disco Daddy was the last song that I had in my set. And I did a remix version of it where Disco Daddy turns into the instrumental of Madonna's Hung Up. And
You're
then
lying.
no, I'm not. So then there's like a break, and then we get the like, the ABBA Madonna
Mhm.
instrumental, and then Disco Daddy, like the lyrics are over it, and or the melody is over it, and I'm like, oh, it's the best. I'll have to send that to you,
No,
but
I
that
literally
was,
have like chills right now. I love that. That's
and I
like
end
so
the show
everything.
that way. So we like walk off, and it's like you're just hearing that instrumental, and I'm like, oh, like it's like a dream come true.
And during Pride too, like that's like amazing vibes.
I know. So I'll
So,
play that for you when I go to Oklahoma.
oh my gosh, stop. Yes, I would love that. So you've talked about your creative process. Sometimes you like come up with the visuals first and then you think of the lyrics. Do
Yeah.
you have like a linear process when you're like coming up with an idea, or is it kind of like sporadic and you just take what you can when it comes?
I think it's so sporadic, to be honest. I wish I had. I'm just not like a rigid person in
Mhm.
general, which is funny because I do think like in music, you do need a lot of that. I'm on the creative spectrum of
Yeah.
music and the creative slash chaotic spectrum of music making. So, like, honestly, like, but that's why that I say making music is like making magic,
Yeah.
because there are a million ways to do it, and there are a million ways to get to like a fully formed idea.
Hmm.
And if you capture something, like it really is like capturing lightning in a bottle in so many
Yeah.
ways. And like it's magic. And music is, it's thin air, like it's,
Hmm.
you know what I mean, it's, I mean, not the bass, but like, but it's like it's the air.
Yeah.
You hear it through your ears, like it doesn't, it's not a physical thing. So to be able to make music really feels like almost like fantastical, and then to be able to make music feel like a physical thing, like with
Hmm.
dance music. Like that's why I love dance music so much, because it does sort of transcend this, like this non-physical to physical world.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like, as cheesy as it is, it's literally magic. Like, it's
Yeah.
unreal, like unworldly, like magical. I
It
love it.
really is.
Yeah.
And like just to like even, well, okay, well, one example of this is I went to a music festival and there was a group of people there who were deaf,
Hmm.
and they were the life of the dance floor. And that just like, and you know, because they could feel the beat, they could feel the
Yeah.
music. And that just was like so inspiring to me to see, is, you know,
Hmm.
it really does transcend in that way.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I've been asking this question. You can answer it however you want, but if you could create an unconventional merch item to sell, it could be like literally anything in your wildest dreams, what would you pick?
That's a great question. I think I would do wigs.
I would love that. That'd be so fun.
That's the first thing that came to mind, which I'm like, I don't
Hmm.
know, maybe I should have a different answer. But like wigs were the first thing that came to mind
Yeah.
because I love wigs.
Hmm.
This is my real hair. Actually, I have like very curly hair.
Cute.
But like I love playing with wigs, and I like have like a little wig closet, and like
Hmm.
I show, like whenever I do a house tour, I like show people my wig closet, and like I have different names for them, and like I just love wigs because to me like it really, I think I'm just obsessed with alter egos.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much about myself. I think I have split personality to sort.
You know who
But
else has a lot of alter egos? Is
who?
Madonna. Madonna has so many alter
Period.
egos. I'm like, "Ugh, yes,
Yeah, I know. Okay. It honestly, the road always leads back to Madonna.
right?
Yeah. So I feel like with wigs, like you can like embody like anyone you want at any given
Hmm.
moment. And it's like different vibes for every person. And like when I dyed my hair blonde, I mean, actually, you know, I'm a natural blonde.
Of
But like
course.
when I'm like extra blonde and
Uh-huh.
before when I wasn't as blonde, I just remember feeling like, oh my God, like suddenly like the inside of me like is reflected on the outside. And I feel like I can
Yeah.
just be crazy. I don't have to be like this, like, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
put together girl, which I'm not and like never have been. And so I feel like with wigs, like it's so fun to like mess with those different personalities and moods. And like sometimes I'll go out to shows in LA and I'll just put on like a black little like bob with like
Hmm.
bangs, like very like
Cute.
Kill Bill, like Uma
Yeah.
Thurman, no, Pulp Fiction, Uma Thurman.
Uh-huh.
But like it's so nice because like people don't look at me. I'm not being perceived. You know what I mean? I'm like a different
Yeah.
person. And like I kind of feel like I can be like incognito. And then it, obviously I have my like crazy blonde wigs where if I
Hmm.
really want to be perceived, then I can be.
So fun. I would buy the whole collection. I'd have all my wigs.
Thank you.
So, lastly, at Pop Palace, I have a question that I ask everybody, kind of going
Okay.
off the royal theme of the palace. So,
Cute.
you're in a royal court, you're sitting on the throne, you're the queen, and you have 2 to 3 musical idols or influences who join you on the court. Who would they be? And I like to preface that mine change like monthly, if not weekly, if not daily, so it's not like set in stone,
Okay, cool. Okay. I mean, I feel like I have to say Madonna at this point, right?
right?
Like Madonna is there. Okay.
Hmm.
You know what I will say? Like Gwen Stefani is a huge inspiration for me.
Hmm.
And And I know she is, she's like doing her country music and like it's different from pop.
Yeah.
But I just think she's so fearless in everything she does, and she's always sort of followed her own path. And she's not like a put together pop star that is like
Hmm.
shiny polish. And I think I relate to that a lot. So yeah, so I think Gwen Stefani right there next to Madonna. And then I feel like it's between for the third one. I think it's between Britney and Gaga.
We can have them
Yeah.
both.
Yeah, can we have them
Yeah.
both?
Yeah, totally.
Because I love them both so much for different reasons. And but Gaga is also really inspirational to me,
Yeah.
and Britney is like also like Madonna's the blueprint, and then like Britney is like the like architectural plans. You know what I mean?
Yes, 100%. I totally feel that. That is
Yeah.
so accurate. Yes.
Okay, cool. Yay!
Well, thank you so much for joining me. I know everyone's going to be so excited to listen. Was there any last things you want to say before you go?
Well, thank you so much for having me on Pop Palace,
Of
Jack.
course.
You're awesome. I love your energy, and I'm excited to meet you one day in Oklahoma City. For anybody out there, I am Hard Eyes is out officially on
Yay.
all platforms. I have, and then more music to come and more shows to
Yay.
come. And I'm playing the Roxy this Thursday, opening up for Two Charm. And
Fun.
yeah, let's party and have an amazing 2026.
Yay.
Yay!